it's tough to follow up after something so touching and obviously heartfelt. But if I know anyone who is up to the challenge, it's our maid of honor, Cheryl Peterson. So let's give her a big welcome. Wow.
I just want to keep it lingering. Like, I'm going to be like Ellen. Am I going to speak yet? I don't know. I'm just kidding. Let me gather my sheets here. Good evening, everyone. For those of you whom I've never met before, my name is Cheryl Peterson, and I am honored to be standing here today on behalf of my best friend and our gorgeous bride, Kate. But now I want you all to picture this. It's mid-August 2012, with about 2.5 weeks before the start of our nursing program. And due to a sudden change of circumstance, after a month of endless searching for a non-sketchy place to live in downtown Toronto, I found myself presumably homeless come September, and no one to live with, just every student's nightmare. So, with nothing but sheer desperation in my back pocket, I decided to go on our program's website and hoping to find someone, anyone, that was in the same boat as me, knowing full well it would be a long stretch to find someone so last minute. I mean, what person in this world would be looking for a downtown Toronto apartment with less than 3 weeks to spare? Honestly. So I went on our program's webpage and wrote something like, looking for a roommate, this is my price range, something walking distance to campus, a washer and dryer in the unit would be awesome, but obviously I'm not too picky at this point, and someone that enjoys pina coladas and getting caught in the rain. I'm just kidding, I didn't add that part, but I just felt just as desperate as the guy in the song at this point. Anyways, I send my ad out there into cyberspace and not even 3 minutes elapse. And this girl responds back, and the first thing I notice is her profile picture, which is a picture of her face, taken about 5 inches away from the camera, and she's winking, like a one-eyed Willy. And I remember thinking, well, this girl looks interesting. I wonder what she looks like with 2 eyeballs. So we began talking, and within hours, not only did we put in an offer in on our condo, but we more importantly discovered some pretty interesting things about each other, like that our middle names are Ruth and Dorothy, classy, that we are both exercise fanatics, especially when it comes to running. We are the world's biggest cheerleaders without ever having a history on a cheer squad. Shame. And that we actually shared a few mutual friends, one of which I called shortly after Kate and I put an offer in on our condo to do a reference check to verify that yes, indeed, Kate was normal. Thank God, because I was already committed at that point. We would have been in trouble. But then we officially met in real life and just hit it off like no 2 people I've ever seen before. It was like a Hollywood movie friendship. And what I was discovering as the seconds ticked by was that I had never met anyone in my life that was more like me. Now, I don't really know if that confirms that Kate is normal, but whatever she is, I am too. So watch what you say. We are so much alike down to our mannerisms that when orientation began and we started meeting people from our nursing program that are here today, and they thought we had actually, Kate and I had met and we were best friends since we were little girls. And to be honest, that's exactly the way our friendship felt. We were each other's peanut butter to the jelly, the Meredith Grey and Christina Yang, the blonde and brunette versions of ourselves. I remember going to bed one night during our first week in Toronto and marveling at how this had all happened. It was as if all the stars had aligned and fate had completely came into our lives to put us together for a certain reason. And it didn't take long for me to realize that we weren't just meant to experience nursing school together, but we were meant to experience all of the trials and tribulations that is life. How Kate and I met and hit it off is nothing short of what we'd like to call as a do-do-do-do moment, which we have taken liberty to coin as any circumstance that occurs when we both say, do, or think the same thing at the same time. Clearly, this is due to our best friend's superpowers or the fact that we were twins in a previous lifetime. Our compatibility was even noticed by some strangers. While at a party, we were asked how we met. So I say, oh, we met online, like how most people do nowadays. And Kate chimes in, it was like matchmaker.com for roommates. And we start laughing and finish telling the rest of the story, only to be presented with the follow-up question of, oh, how long have you guys been dating? Well, I think we were snorting, we were laughing so hard. But really, to that person's defense, we were each other's other half, and it really just showcased how close Kate and I were. But still not that close. So much was to my surprise when Kate came to my room one day after she went home for a weekend and awkwardly lingered in my doorway. Role play. So I said, Kate, what's up? I do remember Joel Hannigan. He was just here for your birthday party.
Oh, so
He kissed you? Are we okay with that? Was it okay?
Yeah, I really like it.
And I don't think that smile has left this girl's face ever since. Thank you, Heather Elliott. Our impromptu Kate. So, because Kate and I are like sisters, I had my Robert De Niro stare on when Joel came around as more than just a friend. As I was really wanting to make sure he was good enough for her. So I took a step back and I just observed. And what I found was this undeniable, in-your-face love that was showcased today. And it was right there from the very beginning. Joel is by far the most attentive man I have ever met. Shortly after Kate and Joel started dating, I remember Joel making Kate a nursing survival kit for Nurses Appreciation Week. It was complete with a Snuggie, chocolate, Band-Aids, Kleenex, and Joel's deodorant. Another interesting tip. I know. I was just gonna say, another interesting tidbit about Kate is that she prefers male scents. Yeah, it's good. Joel also really helped out around our apartment. Numerous times, Kate and I came home from class to find Joel on his hands and knees cleaning our floors. It was like we had our very own Mr. Clean. No bald jokes intended. Joel also made Kate and my dreams come true when he got us a TV and made a makeshift satellite cable so we could watch the Winter Olympics. What a guy. Joel's thoughtfulness and kind nature, as well as his unique sense of humor, made tough, stressful days more enjoyable. What a world of difference a little bit of testosterone can do in an estrogen-filled house. Speaking of houses, now that you both have bought your own house and are going to embark on a new chapter in your life as you become both a married couple and housemates, I thought, Joel, since I've lived with Kate for 2 years, I could give you some helpful tips on what you can expect. Number 1, your water bill will be kept low as Kate takes an average of 1 minute and 7 second showers. I don't know how she does it. Not only is that impressive, but she's energy efficient. Yeah, there you go. If you ever find yourself in a major storm, Kate can whip you up a fort out of your living room furniture in less than 4 minutes flat. We did this before. Several times. Yep. And lastly, Kate nor I should be left alone with electric kettles or coffee pot machines. They have previously ended up either melted on our stovetop or shattered on the kitchen floor. Oddly enough, every time there was a big event going on in our lives, this would happen. So if Kate has a big interview or something major in life coming up, make sure that's your cue to, child-proof the appliances in your home, all of them.
Got it.
Plastic and glass. Okay. Jokes aside, Kate and Joel, I'm so glad you have found one another. Joel, you make my best friend so happy. She smiles from her heart and laughs from her stomach and loves you with every inch of her soul. And as a best friend, there's nothing that makes me happier than that. The love you two share is so real and powerful, and I feel incredibly honored to have witnessed your love story from the very beginning to where it is today. And I will continue to be a supportive presence as your love continues to grow and flourish. Finally, I'll leave you off with some advice to live by. The first to apologize is the bravest. The first to forgive is the strongest. And the first to forget is the happiest. And now I'd like us all to raise our glass and make a cheers to our happy couple, Kate and Joel. I love you both.
Love you.
You're such a good speaker. You did a good job.
Hey, is this your water or is this mine?
Sure, whatever. I got one.
Are you sure? No, this stuff from Rob. She might need it. I don't know.
All right, thank you very much, Cheryl. That was great. Oh, this is yours.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's okay.
I'm gonna take my wine back.
Yeah, take that.
Thank you.
All right. I'd now like to call up the second and third best looking guy in the wedding party, Isaac and Nick. Come on up.